Hey, what's up, guys? Blake here. I'm making this video that I'm probably going to put at the very beginning. Let me try to get this right. At the very beginning of the paid advertising section to give you guys kind of a bird's eye view overview of the way this entire paid advertising lead generation, appointment generation system works for your agency. Okay. And this may look complicated, but it's essentially, hey, we're going to run ads, we're going to generate leads and appointments, and those are going to lead to a 2-call close and hopefully landing a client. Like, that's pretty much it, right? But this video I'm making right here is kind of the intro to the intro, because I think right below this, I'm going to have the introduction to Facebook ads, right? But I wanted to, again, make this video that's even like more zoomed out, 30,000 foot view. Here's the entire client acquisition system visually, so that way you can kind of, visualize it and see what the heck this even is, because I know diving right into, like, let's say this stuff right here, intro to Facebook ads masterclass, etc., you're seeing all the parts, but sometimes it's good to just see this entire flow chart and understand like how everything's tied in together. Okay, so let's go through this step by step. And again, this is all about generating, running ads, generating leads and appointments for your agency, conducting the sales process, which the way we teach, it's like a 2-call close. Depending on what you offer, it can be a 1-call close. It's dependent on, again, what your offer is. And then lastly, of course, like closing a deal and onboarding and whatnot. Okay. You can see I have it broken down right here: traffic, leads, bookings, CRM automations, sales, and then onboarding and fulfillment. Okay. So let's go through this step by step. Let me start off by saying, probably just ignore this right now. Okay. It says owned traffic, such as email broadcasts and SMS broadcasts. Here's the thing. After you've been running ads for a while and you've been generating hundreds or even thousands of leads, it will become important over time to know how to market to your database. Okay. So you're running ads, generating leads, generating appointments. Your database, or your GHL, is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Over time, that becomes a very critical asset. You can do email broadcasts to your entire database multiple times a week, or SMS broadcasts to try to get some conversations going from people who have been dormant in your GHL, in your CRM. Okay. So that's a topic for another time, but owned traffic can lead into more leads and bookings. Okay. So let's start with paid ads. Okay. Mainly, at least this is the way it was for my agency, Facebook ads and Google ads. We would run these ads and then we would drive all that traffic to a lead form or an opt-in page. Okay. After they submitted their information on that page, they are, of course, then directed to a booking page. Okay. On that booking page, they had the opportunity to book a call with us, and then that started the entire sales process. Okay. So I know I explained that really like 4th grade reading level and simple, but it really is that simple. We ran ads. We generated an opt-in via a lead form or a funnel page, an opt-in page. And then the very next page in that funnel was the call booking page. Okay. Now here's the thing. After they opted in via the lead form, or after they opted in on the funnel page, they immediately got put on an email and text sequence from within GHL. Okay. And I'll show you a quick example of that. So here's my GHL. You can see I was doing some email broadcasting, practice what I preach. If I go to my automations, not to get into the weeds, but I'll show you this really quick. Okay, here's like an automation right here, and I have it set up to where whenever whenever a lead comes in, I have it wait a few minutes and then send an email and a text, and wait a day, send an email, text, wait a day, send an email and text. So there's a whole automation that happens after someone opts in as a lead or as a booking as well. Okay, so running ads, generating leads. After we generate a lead, they get put on an email and text sequence. And then, of course, that instant, whenever they opt in, they are redirected to a booking page. Now, we want to have a good, high converting booking page that will turn those leads into bookings without us ever even having to get in touch with them. However, the majority of your leads, most of the time, the majority of your leads won't book a call. So that's when it's important to manually follow up with the leads and try to make human-to-human connection and make a conversation happen that way. Because again, not all leads are just going to book a call without you having to do anything or reach out to them. However, when they do, it's pretty sweet. Okay. So lead opt-in, booking page, hopefully they book a call. Quick note here, automations I like to set up on the back end whenever a lead comes in. I like to set up one automation, which you can do in GHL, which delivers the lead into GHL. So like in your sales pipeline. Okay. Again, you can see right here, we have these automations, and I have one automation that's set up to deliver the lead into my sales pipeline right here upon the lead being generated. Okay. And then there's Slack notifications. So I'm not going to show you my company Slack right now, but I have a Slack channel called Inbound Leads. And every single time we get a lead, I get a Slack notification right there in Slack. So I know my fingers on the pulse of how many leads and bookings I'm getting as well. And then we also have a catch-all spreadsheet. So I make a spreadsheet to where anytime we get a lead or a booking, it goes, it's zapped or automated onto one central spreadsheet. So it's a catch-all spreadsheet that I can always reference. I can actually show you that really quick. So here is my catch-all spreadsheet. So you can see like here's all the leads we've been generating. Like this goes back to the beginning of this month, but you can see this is line number 4,100. So we've generated like 4,100 leads this year. Okay. And then I have all my bookings as well. So these are all the bookings that are coming in. Okay. So a catch-all spreadsheet for all your leads and all your bookings is very helpful to make sure you kind of have like a master catch-all sheet that you can reference whenever needed. Okay. Anywho, after we have leads coming in and appointments coming in, of course, that first appointment is the intro call. That's typically when we do like the discovery call, where it's a 10, 15-minute phone call, not Zoom call. This is the way we did it, a 10 or 15-minute phone call where we are qualifying them, asking them questions about their company, building up rapport, building up the gap, like the pain that they're experiencing, like their constraints, their bottlenecks that's preventing them from growing. We build up the gap between where they are now and where they want to be. And then we tee up the demo call, which is kind of the closing call, like the full sales call. Okay. So intro call is, and by the way, here in Agency Collective, down here on the bottom left, it says new AC sales script. Let me go ahead and click on this really quick. You can see right here, it says if you're doing a 2-call close process, the intro call is comprised of parts 1 through 8 of this script. Okay. So parts 1 through 8, open, set the agenda, understand what they want, responsibility, all that stuff is intro call. And then let me go back to where I was. That's the intro call. And then at the end of the intro call, you set the demo call. So you're like, hey, sounds like everything, this is like a perfect fit. Like our company has helped many, many companies just like yours. So this is a really good fit. However, I have nothing to sell you right now. What I would really like to do is take all this information back to my team, look at your market, look at your competitors, look at your company, see how we can help you, and then come back to you hopefully tomorrow or as soon as you can and present to you a 6-month game plan and exactly how we can help you. So that way we can hit the ground running and help you accomplish XYZ goal that you talked about earlier. Does that sound good? And they're like, yeah, that sounds great. And so you set the demo call. The demo call, you kind of recap what happened on the intro call, and then you go into like the presentation of what you have to offer. And then, of course, temperature check, objection handling, price presentation, offer, all that stuff. Okay. And if you're new here, be sure to be on the Monday sales clinics with Peyton Welch because we review sales calls and go over everything in detail. It's really, really good. Okay. And then from there, of course, we close the deal. And then depending on how your company operates, you onboard them and then fulfillment team gets to work. Okay. For us, whenever we close the deal on the actual demo call, which we did on Zoom, remember, intro call was on phone, demo call was on Zoom. Whenever we close the deal, we would essentially tell them, okay, Mr. Business Owner, here's what's going to happen next. We'll take your payment right now. Shortly after, we'll go ahead and book your onboarding call. That 20-minute onboarding call is where we'll get all the information that we need from you in order to start getting your campaigns up and running. Sound good? And they're like, okay, cool. So you take the payment and then you immediately set their onboarding call. Now, between the demo call and the onboarding call actually happening, I like to send them a onboarding prep email, which is like a checklist of everything they need to bring to the onboarding call. So that way on the onboarding call, they have everything that they need. We can get all that from them. And then after the onboarding call, you can either give all that information to your team or submit all that information to your fulfillment contractor and what have you. Okay. All right, guys. So that's a pretty quick bird's eye view. We are generating traffic either through owned media or paid media, okay, such as Facebook ads, Google ads, etc. We're generating leads. After we generate the lead, that triggers some backend automations to follow up with the leads. However, human connection trumps automation always. So if you have these automations going and you're generating leads, but you're still not getting a lot of bookings, pick up the freaking phone and call them, just like we would tell our clients, right? Okay, that human connection, human effort trumps any automation you're going to have. Okay, automations are nice. You will get those automatic bookings, but sometimes you gotta, you know, whatever it's called, put a little elbow grease in there. All right, pick up the phone and call some leads. Okay. Also, some automations that I mentioned earlier right here. After these calls are getting booked, we have the intro call, demo call, 2-call close process. After the deal's closed, there's that quick onboarding process I told you about. And then, of course, fulfillment, account management, reporting and retention, all that happens on the back end. Okay. So keep this. Here's what I'll leave you with. Keep this overarching 30,000 foot view process in mind as we dive into these things like the entire Facebook ads SOP and GHL or CRM in the process, or the role that plays in this whole process. The ad copy templates, all this detailed technical stuff. Just make sure that as you're going through this, you keep this 30,000 foot view diagram in mind. Okay. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Of course, hop on the support calls and the sales clinics, etc., and we can help you through all of this. And yeah, that's it. Take care. Thanks.